Only mode.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. I want to welcome you to the call. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nicole Peterson, and I've got the pleasure of introducing someone who I've known for a little over 4 years now, Andy Morbitzer. What I can tell you is that he's one of those true entrepreneurs. He's been in networking for about 15 years now. He's built large teams, and he's a multi-million dollar producer. And he's been a master distributor twice. He's co-authored two networking compensation plans, so knows his stuff in the numbers arena, I guess you could say. But he's also spent 20 years of his career in the financial arena, working. He's worked in and around Wall Street, and he was the vice president of Liberty Financial. So, what Andy's going to share with you today is he's going to share with you why there really can't be a better time than right now to be involved in what we call the digital revolution, and how this opportunity and primarily Visionary is really one of the key players in this global era. So I want to welcome Andy to the call. He's the global master distributor for Visionary. So take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Nicole. This is Andy. Welcome on a Wednesday afternoon, a rainy afternoon at that. So, welcome to the Visionary and what we've coined Beyond the Horizon, the Visionary Revolution. Thank you, Nicole, for all you do behind the scenes, for setting up platforms such as this and replicated sites and landing pages that we'll be releasing here to the affiliates in the coming days and weeks. So, everything's good. So, welcome to the call. This is, as I said, Andy Morbitzer. Um, let's get started very quickly. I truly um, would like to explain where I've come from, where I've been, and really what I've learned from those challenges or the last 10, 15 years being in this industry and being in the financial realm. I look at Visionary as a platform in which, quite honestly, I learned a lesson about 8 years ago at the height of my networking. I had several hundreds of thousands of affiliates, and every week, every month, every quarter, every year, the numbers seemed to drop and drop, and retention was very difficult and challenging, and attrition was just eating up my businesses, and people were dropping off. They weren't making any money, and it was very difficult and very, really heartbreaking to be a leader, to lead the charge, to build a group. And at the end of the day, for several reasons that I'll share with you, I had to change my business plan. I had to change my thought process on what would put people in the best possible position to be successful. And an old buddy of mine, who's also a member here with Visionary by the name of Larry Chris, actually did an extensive um, research on MLM platforms, and we tried to come up with common denominators of why these platforms were failing. Was it the product? Was it the economy? Was it the pay plan? Was it the owners? Was it competition? Was it oversaturated? Was it too expensive? I mean, there's a lot of variables that really are not conducive to affiliate success. So we set out to figure out how and why these things were happening. It really came down to this. Yeah, sometimes comp plans cannot be favorable to individuals because they're so laden with sponsoring requirements that really dictated your commission or your pin level or your advancement. So we knew that we didn't want to have a paid plan that really had mandatory auto ships and forced people to buy a product that really otherwise, if there wasn't a distribution arm or a compensation plan wrapped around it, why of course they wouldn't buy the product. So we didn't want to. One of the things that we wanted to eliminate was mandatory auto ships. And then secondly, we wanted the price point or the product to be in such a way that, let's say somebody didn't have the skill set or the ability or the time or the whatever it might be, to go build a huge organization, to be that sponsoring guru. Not everybody can go sponsor 1,000 people or 500 people into a certain company, and the industry average was 1.8. So we used that as our basis that I'll share with you later on how we really utilize those numbers and the comprehension of these platforms. What makes something successful and others not so much. So comp plan, and then there's product. You look at products out there. Quite honestly, some of the products they have a lot of hype surrounding them. They have a lot of um, just flat out don't work. I've tried. I don't know how many boxes I've had sent to my front porch, and let's say it was, I don't know, 25. Out of the 25, one product that I can remember had a uh, significant change that I actually noticed something different. And it could have been a marketing product, it could have been a health or nutritional product, what have you. But with that said, also think about when you assess a business and when you want to join something, you've got to look at who's your competition. Is it a trending market? Is it something that's already established and oversaturated with so much competition, not only in the network marketing space, but also in retail, brick and mortar? The big Fortune 500 companies. Are you butting heads with weight loss companies, or is your competition GNC or Jenny Craig? Or I see all these different products out there, but yeah, they might be great products, and let's assume that they're great products. You're going up against multi-billion-dollar corporations who have unlimited funds to promote their products. You're an individual and you have limited resources and time and access to. The last thing you want to do when you're building a business is go up against a huge conglomerate that has, you know, the footprint and has already penetrated markets. It makes it much more difficult. I'm not saying you can't succeed. Don't think that at all. I'm talking about a platform that allows you to put yourself, your family members, your friends, your other network marketers into something that's trending, that has been adopted by the general public, that saves people money, makes people money. And we wanted to build a platform in which the average person could be successful, whether they were Donald Trump, running for president, who's a guru in real estate. You don't have to be a guru and visionary to be successful. We did that on purpose because you've got to understand our product is digital currency, and that digital currency is still your asset. It's still your money. It's just in a different form. So when we set out to build this platform, we wanted a product. And in this case, the byproduct of our product actually can make you money. Forget about the distribution arm. I'm just talking about the product in and of itself. We learned something in our research. We learned in the last decade that we're in a recession, that the average family of four cannot, will not buy these overpriced products because the industry averages say that the typical person that comes in stays in for 3 or 4 months, pays more than they make, and they quit. Why do they quit? Why don't they have that overwhelming energy to take over the world and build this business and change their life? Because they've not been properly educated. They haven't spent, or maybe they didn't have the time to uh, build the necessary foundation to be successful, and they get frustrated. So what we learned was the very crux in which this platform was built was to put people into profitability as quickly and as easily as possible. And we do that twofold. Not only through our platform Vizionary, which our byproduct is Capricoin, which is our digital currency that's going to allow you through participation to earn additional benefits, additional Capricoin. And remember, there's a savings element and component to this as well. It saves you money. Saves you money in places that you don't even know you're spending money because it's become such mainstream, and we've been conditioned to accept third-party intermediary banking fees and transaction fees and ATM fees and credit card fees and PayPal fees. We get feed to death. And God forbid you travel across abroad somewhere and there's a conversion, a conversion fee from, it could be the krone to the euro to the dollar to the peso. It doesn't matter. There's always, a little fee here, a little fee there, a little fee there, a big fee there. Let's say you want to wire money to a loved one or a family member or what have you. There's a fee there. We've been conditioned to think that we, the people, have no say in how we spend our money. So we're going to try to work in conjunction with fiat currency and the existing culture of banking, but we, the people, also should have the right to be able to buy goods and services and eliminate those third-party fees. Because when you add them all up and you do it collectively, that's a lot of savings. So our members are going to enjoy savings of fees that we're typically used to paying that are quite honestly ridiculous. I mean, let's say you had to go get a money order. Let's say, think about all the people this can help that don't have credit cards, that might not have a bank account, but yet they still need to conduct business. They still need to take care of personal business. Maybe they need to help out family members. We can move money digitally faster, safer, more reliably, and here's the key, much, much, much less expensively than any other payment processing platform that I know of in the world. And that's a powerful statement. So when we put this all together, it was our intent, and we took the perspective of the affiliate. What do we need to do to build a platform that puts the end user, the member, the affiliate, the merchant, the customer in the best possible position to be successful? Because we learned through the industry averages that I shared with you earlier that people, 97%, lose money in these types of platforms. So how do we change that? We know what the problem was. We changed that by making our byproduct money. That not only can make you money through participation and movement of that money, whether it's peer-to-peer or merchants or customers or members to members, buying goods and services. Our platform is a platform designed to save you money. We are a digital payment solution platform. Now, that's going to save people money and earn people money. Now, somebody said to me this, and I read it in, I don't know, Google Plus or what have you. So many people Google cryptocurrencies, and you've seen a couple of the companies out there um, that are struggling in the industry because of the way they are formatted, the way they are structured. Some of them are money games. Some of them are investments. Guys, understand we built this in such a way that our value is derived through participation and the usage of our coin by being able to penetrate Main Street USA. And we're going to reward merchants and we're going to reward customers. And so this guy said, okay, you're a Ponzi scheme. And I said, excuse me? And clearly I can't be held responsible for his lack of comprehension, but I did my best in explaining him our platform. Now, and I want to go over this real quickly. How do you get involved and where, let's just follow the money. And before I follow the money, I'll just real quick on this document. Our company was set up on October 24th. We started building the platform. We started doing the algorithms because understand our product is mining. And guys, mining is nothing more than the ability to use specialized computers, the ability to use algorithms to solve mathematical equations, and those equations and those computers are what derive or make or create our digital currency Capricoin. Now, or our cryptocurrency Capricoin. Now, with that said, you could do this on your own. And just a little shout out to Patrick Moore, who did a video on the expense of a lot of people, thousands of people mine Bitcoin, who's the industry leader right now with the most volume. They're traded on a a public platform on the stock market there. Um, but that's what our product is. You are buying mining time, and that mining time is what allocates and creates our cryptocurrency. All of us as members join together and we mine Capricoin. Now, I've been in approximately what, a month, 5 weeks, and I've accumulated just over, I think, between the two positions, somewhere around, I don't know, 130, 140, 150,000 Capricoin. Now, as we move forward, the usage of this Capricoin will start to create a value within our community. Understand that the mining, the product that you are buying at these different package levels, and let me see if I have them here. Yes, I do. These different package levels, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, those package levels, with the exception of 47 euro, every dollar, or in this case, euro, is utilized towards mining. If we were a Ponzi scheme, that money would be utilized to pay existing members' commissions, which we do not do. Know that every euro on this platform goes towards our product, and that product is mining on your behalf. It's 100% automated. We do it for you. Believe me, I have a background in algorithms. I have a background in the stock market and financials, and quite honestly, nuclear propulsion from the military. And when I looked at this, the numbers add up. Let's just take the number one um, um, entry level position. Matter of fact, let's just go to the top one because it's a big number and people say, "Oh my gosh, you're making a lot of money on that," so on and so forth. Platinum level, 2,897 euro. Let's assume right now the euro and the dollar were 1 to 1. So I'll just talk in dollars. $2,897. That includes 850 euros for mining mining units, crypto education, and 80 mining slots. So let me tell you what that really means. We started with 2,897 euros. 850 of that euros go right to your wholesale mining account. It goes into what we call a mandatory balance, where you are going to be able to sustain yourself and participate in mining for a significant period of time, even if you did the minimum one slot per week. And if you did the math at current mining costs, that would sustain itself for approximately a year and a half. That would give you the 80 units on your initial registration week. And let's stop right there. 80 units. So let's say that you send in a wire today. Today, you would get 850 euros in the mandatory balance that you would utilize for mining future shares of Capricoin in the future. So that takes us down to 2,050 or 2,047 euro. The 47 euros is our profit that's built in to the 28.97, and that's true with all packages. It's all $47 because every other dollar is included or will be utilized for your mining time. So right here it says cryptocurrency education and 80 mining slots. Those 80 mining slots have a retail value of $25. And you go, well, where did that come from? Well, at some point when we get the platform for the merchants and the customers and the end users, they will have the ability to buy one mining slot for 25 euros. Now, if you took 25 euros times 80 mining slots, because you remember, included in your package, you're getting 80 mining slots from the day that your wire clears and you're registered, you're in, and you're active. So if you took 80 times 25, guess what that equals? 2,000 euros. So guys, of this 28.97, 2,000 euro is in the initial 80 mining slots for that week that you started, and it's going to generate you approximately I can only say what it's been in the past. I can't tell you what it's going to be in the future because we, the members, will dictate that value moving forward. But right now, you would get 80 mining slots for that week, and that's going to allocate you, if you would have done it last week, approximately, I don't know what it was, 150. Let's use 150 because it's a nice even number, even though I know it was 173. But to keep this simple, those 80 mining slots generated 150 Capricoin per slot. So if you did the math, that would be 12,000. Now, you have now been allocated 12,000 Capricoins for your 2,000 euros that were made up in these 80 mining slots. Now, what can you do with those Capricoins in the future? You can buy and sell goods and services. You can sell them back on the wholesale platform. You can sell them to new members, existing members. It all is about the movement of money. Now, somebody said they did some math and said, well, right now I'm acquiring Capricoin at 2 to 3 cents per Capricoin. And I say to them, if you reverse engineered the mathematics, you would be correct. That's approximately the cost through mining, meaning that's how much mining is costing to generate a Capricoin. It has no bearing whatsoever on the value of Capricoin. The value of Capricoin will be determined in the future through participation of members, through volume, through buying goods and services. We do not know what the value of Capricoin at this date is. We know what it cost to mine, and we know what that cost was to allocate those Capricoin, but we do not know the value of the Capricoin. Understand, being an owner and the master distributor, understand we as a company can't arbitrarily increase or decrease the value of Capricoin. We are not an investment speculative platform where value is derived through speculative trading. You look at the industry leader Bitcoin. When it first announced, it had a huge increase. The value was really based on, popularity. Oh, this is something new, get in early. It's trading on the big board. It's an investment. And it's based its value off of trading volume. It hit critical mass and crashed. It went from $1,600 down to $300. That's speculative investing. We are a closed platform, and our volume or our value is derived from the usage of our coin. Now, here's the exciting thing. We're going to bring together 3 mega trends. And when I say megatrends, there's probably nothing trending faster than digital currency. It's coming. It's the wave of the future. It's the evolution of banking. It's the evolution of money. Understand that digital currencies and all this technology is going to change the way that e-commerce is conducted. It's going to change the way that we pay bills. It's going to change the way that we buy goods and services. It's not if, it's when. And that when, how are we going to facilitate the movement of that money? We're going to do it through mobile applications. Not only will you have a free mobile application that will run your business, it'll also be an application for the merchant that will be free. We'll also have applications that will have an e-wallet that's going to allow us to seamlessly move money without all the third-party fees and the intermediary banking and the capital controls and the third-party or central authority. Guys, this is more about taking control of your finances, taking control, having a plan B, because all the indicators out there in these currency wars that we currently are facing You need to have a plan B. You need to have other assets that might not be pegged to your home fiat currency. You might need assets outside your home country. You might need assets to buy goods and services. You might need an additional income stream. We provide all of these things. We provide you a turnkey international business platform. We provide you with free replicated sites, free landing pages, a free wholesale platform where other like-minded individuals are going to interact, buy goods and services, and we're going to become a community of like-minded individuals around the world that are saving money and earning money through participation. It's very easy. So when the gentleman said to me, "Oh, this is nothing more than a Ponzi scheme," quite honestly, I took it personally. First of all, I would never, ever, even if I thought a whisper of this was a Ponzi scheme, attach my name to it. I've been down that road in network marketing and I've learned some lessons. Remember when I told you that we researched the history and we looked at network marketing, we looked at product-based mandatory auto ship platforms that were failing. The volume of network marketing in these types of platforms are down across the board substantially. If you took away the penetration of new markets, they would flat out be hurting. They wouldn't sustain themselves with their original footprint. So those business models moving in here to the 21st century are not sustainable and not profitable to the end users. So when we built this platform, most of you have heard, or you will hear me say it in the future, profitability equates to retention. We've done the best job that I can possibly do in building a platform that's going to earn people money, get them into profitability, and that's going to equate to retention. Because if people are earning money without all the rigorous sponsoring requirements and all those different things that typically are challenging for a lot of people, we've eliminated those problems on the network marketing side. Now, on the digital side of things, we're saving you money and we're earning you money. And how do you earn money? Just through participation. Well, it works something like this. We have a requirement, and it's not an auto ship. The levels of silver, gold, and platinum allot you slots or shares of our product mining time every week. And at current prices, silver, that's about 10 weeks, gold, that's about 6 months, and platinum, that's about a year and a half. Right now, at this very moment in time, is the least expensive you will ever buy mining time in the history of Visionary. If you are looking at this, you understand mega trends. You look at cryptocurrency, you look at mobile applications, combine that with e-commerce, and we have three of the biggest industries in the world, trillions of dollars. Know that $80 trillion moved just last year. 80 trillion. That's what, 6.5 trillion a month? All that we need is a small portion of that. To tap into just a small portion of that, it's absolutely positively phenomenal. Both the opportunity and the trending of the three industries, and also at the timing of this platform that we're going to launch Visionary. We're going to launch our wholesale platform July, I don't know, 6th or 7th, after the 4th of July weekend. So you have a period of time between now and then to get in, engage in our culture, start mining, capitalize on the fact that mining right now is at half the cost of what it will be here in about a month, 3 weeks. So your timing on acquiring Capricoin and the mining time is phenomenal. Your positioning, your timing in the company couldn't be better. I understand we will have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of users. I've built these platforms many times before. I know what it takes to make this successful. I know what it takes to make people successful. And that's profitability. And we've overcome that in this industry. We are on the precipice of digital currency, a digital revolution, a digital economy, and you can't deny it. Technology is overtaking the current banking system as we know it. It's the evolution of money. I always say this is the next step in money. You know, we went from debit cards or credit cards and debit cards and online banking to kiosks to chips in our credit cards, and technology is moving in such a way that the future is very bright. That those who can comprehend the vision and the big picture of what we're doing, this will be universally understood and widely accepted throughout the world in the very near future. Now, we've also discovered that we need merchants, we need customers, and we're going to reward those merchants and customers. First of all, there's going to be no cost to them up front. I'll get into the reasons on another call at a later date, but seamlessly, the ability to move money comes at the point of inception. If you want to penetrate a market, you want it to be inexpensive, you want to show a distinct benefit and value to the end users. And those end users are going to be merchants. Those end users are going to be customers. And we're going to reward them with a loyalty program. And we're going to reward them with our cryptocurrency Capricoin. They're going to get rewarded to participate in the usage of our money, and also people that participate in the mining. Two different sides. You've got mining, that is participation of acquiring Capricoin, and then you have the retail side of it, that will be merchants and customers that will utilize our currency. Both sides of this have rewards. The members and the people who participate in acquiring Capricoin, if they can stay active for a 10-week period, meaning one slot per week, then they're going to be rewarded for that participation. They're going to earn additional mining time, which is going to allocate them additional Capricoin. There's the profitability. There's the retention. And we can do that without any sponsoring requirements. Now, the distributor that comes in, the affiliate, the business builder, the guru, the network marketer, do we have a reward plan for them? Absolutely. We'd be foolish not to. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the comp plan and you're on this call and you're a network marketer and you understand these things, simply go to Vizionary with a Z, visionaryabc.com, and there's several PDFs, several videos about the comp plan that you can learn all the different ways that you can earn income and understand what the momentum clock is, where you earn 50% more and 85% more commissions in the direct sales commission and the cycling or the binary commission. So we've thought of rewarding the builders, but yet we wanted to make it very easy for the average person to be successful. So like I said, aforementioned, was the industry average was 1.8. The only requirement that we have in our binary to earn commissions is simply sponsor two people, one left, one right. If you're new to this call and you just got started, your first priority above all other things is to become active for commissions. If everybody in Visionary could just sponsor two people, this would take care of itself. We would have a great solid foundation with all members being profitable. So to tap into that commission of the binary, to become active, to take advantage of the benefits and the comp plan, you need to sponsor two, one left, one right, and it needs to be 200 CV, which is commissionable value. As you can see here, that's equivalent to a silver level. The commissionable values on the packages is 50 commissionable value, or CV, for bronze, 200 for silver, 600 for gold, and 2,000 for platinum. As these members join, either left or right, every time you get 500 points on the left and 500 points on the right, you're going to earn a commission. Very easy, very simple. Every time you share it with somebody and they come in and buy mining time with these mining packages that we offer, the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, you're going to earn a 10% commission. Very easy, very simple, not based on rigorous sponsoring requirements. Now, it's two-pronged. You have the ability to earn additional mining time and allocate more Capricoin on the wholesale platform. And then on the distribution arm, you have one simple, easy qualification. Sponsor one silver left, one silver right. That's the minimum. That gets you active. That qualifies you for commissions. Very easy, very simple. Now, in the world of digital currencies and cryptocurrency, understand that we want to be that recognizable, branded, confident cryptocurrency of the future. We want to build a network and a foundation of members, of users, of merchants. And if you can go out and get a couple of merchants, and I mean, there's no reason for any merchant not to say yes. All that we do is bring value to them. We're going to give them a free mobile app that will facilitate the communication with their customers. It's going to allow them to advertise to their customers, communicate with their customers, earn a commission from their customers, which is what's going to make them retentive and loyal to that merchant. Understand, an idea is only an idea if you can't implement it. And I think I read that on Nicole, who introduced me here on that on the Skype call here today, Nicole Peterson. On her Skype, it says an idea is only an idea unless you can implement it. Well, so many times I see these companies, there's 3 or 4 that come to mind, that have these platforms that are so confusing and so many components going on that, quite honestly, people can't figure them out. So we wanted to bring to market the easiest, simplest, highest value, highest benefit that we possibly can to the merchants, to the customers. Because our value is going to be based on the usage of our Capricoin. We are not an investment. We are not a speculative trading platform. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. Understand that speculative trading is volatile. And for a merchant to really accept the whole digital mentality, they put themselves at great risk and they have a lot of exposures. Because here's what you're asking them to do. They sell a pizza on Friday night. They accept the Bitcoin in. They go to the bank, or they go, do their books on Monday morning. They try to sell their Bitcoin. Well, if you've researched Bitcoin, Bitcoin's lost 67% of its high value. Bitcoin in any given week will jump up anywhere between 26, 27%. It might be up, it might be down. It's speculative in nature. So a merchant doesn't want to sell a pizza on Friday night at real cost, real time, and then take a loss on Monday morning when he goes to cash in his Bitcoin. So what did we do to improve that, to take away the volatility? It's volatile because the value is based on speculative trading. Ours is based on the use of money. Our value is determined by we, the people, us, the members, we, the affiliates. So we took away the volatility. The other problem with cryptocurrency and the space is it takes a long time to verify their funds because they are decentralized and they're encrypted. All those things are great to a point. But if you can't move money seamlessly, efficiently, and quickly, what good does it do the pizza place owner that's, not going to give away the pizza for an hour until the until the Bitcoin was released or the account was funded? What we have is the ability to, and hopefully, I don't know the time frame on this. We're testing the euro right now, that we're going to be able to convert a merchant that accepts cryptocurrency and convert that into whatever fiat currency he wants. So if he's in Germany, then we'll be able to do it in euro, or if it's in the United States, the dollar. If it's Mexico, it could be the peso. These are applications that are going to change the world. We're going to change the whole industry because we'll be able to convert that and do it real time. We don't have to stand around and wait. Now, that's our platform. So are we a Ponzi scheme? Absolutely not. Every dollar, with the exception of the 47, and that's consistent with every level, every euro that you're buying mining time goes to mining time and the allocation of Capricoin. Now, we've built a platform for the end user to be successful. We've taken away the volatility in the cryptocurrency world that's going to benefit the merchant. Think about a merchant that doesn't have to pay a MasterCard or a Visa card of 0.5% to 5%. Think of the savings to the merchant. Now, think of the value that we're going to offer the merchant in communicating with his customers. He'll have the ability to utilize SMS texts. He'll have the ability to run ads and coupons and promos. It's all about relationships. It's about relationships as network marketers. It's about relationships with our number one advocate and who's going to help us penetrate markets and move our money, the merchant. It's going to help the merchant communicate and advertise with the customers I'm going to bring to him. It's going to allow him to communicate with the customers he already has. And we're going to do that through a rewards program that will cause loyalty and retention to that merchant. And we're going to do it in such a way with these apps that it's free. So at the end of the day, there's no reason why a merchant wouldn't participate. Now, the details of that program will be forthcoming, or we've not figured out how we want it to interact with the platform, whether it's going to generate points in the binary and those types of things. So, but it's coming. Now, what I need you to focus on now, if you're looking at Vizionary, we've built a platform that is autonomous. It's self-sustaining. Understand the people that get in early, yes, they benefit from being the first on the block or the first, one to yell it from the mountaintops. And of course, they would, in a perfect world, have to sponsor more new people. But the platform itself, the mining time, the Capricoin, we've built this value and this supply and demand platform in such a way that there's an incentive and a value to somebody that would join 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now. So all the monies and all the Capricoin, for example, doesn't just go to the people who started at the beginning. We wanted to make it fair and equitable. Remember, supply and demand, movement of money, which is what generates the value. The platform can sustain itself. So for the reasons that really I've stated above, this platform in my eyes and all that it entails, from diversification to assets abroad to having a plan B, an additional income stream, to a turnkey worldwide global platform, to the savings that you would typically pay in third-party type fees, to the benefits and the values and the advantages to the merchant, to the customer. to the diversification of income. You add all these things up, and this is one of the best um, platforms that I've ever seen. Now, Nicole and I flew to Spain. Oh, it's probably been a month, maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks now. And we wanted to learn more. We wanted to earn or meet the owners. And we had no intention, or at least I didn't, of being the master distributor. But after talks and you get to know people and you find out what their why is, and is it being done for greed, or do they truly have a purpose and they really want to change and help people? We came away with that feeling that they were good people, that in their heart of hearts that they really wanted to help people. At the end of the day, this is still the best business platform for a lot of different reasons. But we came away with Spain with a newfound understanding of what the platform really was, who we were doing business with. The founder, Frode Berg, the co-founder, Ladislav Pastor, both were founder and co-founders. And then we met the strategic partner and top sites with Tahir Ali, who does the software and does the mining and the back office of the Visionary and the wholesale platform. Understand these are relationships, and strategic partners are just so valuable in what we do, because a lot of times in the past I got one telecommunications company, for example, I got into, built a huge organization, was making absolutely, buy a yacht, fly, get it to your house in the south of Spain type of money. And then because of a third party uh, relationship, the distribution arm ended. They sold the names and the people and sold it to the big, Fortune 500 corporation, and dissolved the distribution arm and left us all hanging. Well, I learned a lesson from that. When a third party controls your product, then that really exposes you to unnecessary, undue liability. So what's nice about what we have, one of our strategic partners and one of the owners of this is our technology company. So they have a vested interest in our success, and that's huge. It's all about technology, guys. The future is digital. There's no way around it. Every time I open my computer, every time I look around, it's in front of me. I don't care if it's QRC codes, if it's mobile applications, if it's click and pay at the gas stations, it's here, it's coming. Take advantage of it, profit from it. The timing right now is absolutely amazing. It doesn't get any better, both for the timing of the company and the timing of the industries we're going to penetrate. It's happening. The people who see the visions are going to be the ones that make the millions. It's plain and simple. If you go to work now, you will have some great, great benefits. Now, I'm not going to talk hype, and there's never will you see in Visionary, and because I'm a co-owner, I can really regulate it. There's not going to be any fancy cars or money falling from the sky. This is business, people. This is fundamentally strong. This is financially prudent for many of the reasons I said before. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Like I've started to say, we, the company, do not have the ability to arbitrarily increase the value of our coin. That's called inflation. That's called devaluation. And quite honestly, it's deception. Anytime that you are splitting your product, that is an unhealthy environment and platform and foundation for long-term success and the ability to sustain yourself. Because here's typically what happens. It'll hit a critical mass, and at the end of the day, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that have a whole bunch of digital or cryptocurrency. You got a whole bunch of sellers and nobody buying. So it doesn't sustain itself. There's a lot of losers in those types of platforms. That's exactly what we don't want to be. So with that said, I hope I've given you enough information. If you'd like to learn more, engage more in our culture, of course, You can jump in right now as we speak, right when we get off the phone here. You can use your credit card at the 97 euro bronze level, get with your sponsor, go in, hold your position. That'll give you 2 mining slots for this week. You'll start mining, start allocating Capricoin. That'll give you about a week, maybe 2 weeks tops to engage in our culture, make the decision if this is for you, and upgrade to a silver, gold, or platinum position. Understand the timing as far as costs and mining will never be better than what it is for the next 3 weeks. So if you'd like more information, of course, you can always go to visionaryabc.com. We do calls on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We do calls Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. These are live webinars. You can, if you're a member or a member just looking, we look up Visionary in the Facebook. If you're already a member, you can join our Skype group. We'll also be adding an additional speaker, one for sure, possibly two, that are going to give you a different perspective. I think it's always good to have a different perspective, a different way of saying things, explaining things, comprehending things, because some people might not um, relate to the way I speak or the way it might be a little bit different. So we're going to bring on some different other speakers that are engaged, that are sponsoring, that are earning generational bonuses. Their businesses are replicating. They're making great money. They're acquiring Capricoin, and all is great. So we're going to give you a different perspective. And I'm going to bring on a couple of speakers, one or two, that will do it in such a way that'll be a little different than the way I do it. Because, I mean, not everybody can like me. But at the end of the day, I think we're sound. I think we're prudent. Our hearts definitely are in the right position. My why, I think at the end of the day, is I understand and I see, because of my background in and around money and financials and derivatives and securities, I look into the future and I see a lot of volatility and I see a lot of people getting hurt. And I'm a firm believer and advocate of multiple income streams, multiple assets, diversification. And I believe this is one of the platforms that puts people in a position personally, financially, that will be able to weather the storm and the volatility and the challenging times that we're going to face for the next decade or two. Because, folks, there's going to be some challenges in the financial world, in the currency world. Protect yourself. Do this as an insurance. Do this as another means of buying goods and services. Asset allocation. Understand this is real property. This is still your money at the end of the day. Now, with that said, one other thing. For those of you that are new, if you've not heard, or if you're an existing member, I think we finalized the quotas and the achievement levels and the requirements to have all or a portion of your trip to Spain paid for, to come meet some of the owners, have some one-on-one training, learn some of the strategies on the wholesale platform, to really get to know who and what and why we built Visionary, the reason we did. And that promotion is going to start retroactively from the date that I started, which was May 4th. So all volume and all volume that you would have achieved or acquired starting from May 4th will count towards this promotion. So we want to see who the leaders are, see who gets excited, meet some great leaders, go have some fun in Spain, meet the other owners, meet the software development people. So that's going to be released, I believe, today. If not today, first thing in the morning, because I saw the final. Understand Nicole does a great job in translation. Understand one of the founders Norwegian, the co-founder Slovakian. The other gentleman is Indian, but yet he speaks proper English. And and then you have me from the United States. So we have a real melting pot of ownership, experience, and successes on both sides of the pond. And sometimes in communication and words and so forth, we kind of get our T's not crossed. And so Nicole does a great job of translating different marketing and the copywriting. And I just wanted to appreciate the work she's done for that, and the work that Patrick Moore has done behind the scenes on the marketing side, who's building the capture pages, the landing slash the splash pages, etc. That will be released here as well. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's overview. I know it went an hour, but I wanted to get a lot of this information out. So thank you for not calling, but joining us on the call. This is Andy Morbitzer, June 17th, 2005 from Columbus, Ohio. Have a great day.